right, there's a really weird thing happening in the Fort Hood area with housing prices, okay? And I don't want you to get caught up in this trap. This is gonna be your housing market update for August 2025. My name is Stephen Harris. All I do all day is help people make good decisions about the homes that they wanna buy or sell. And I've been working in the Fort Hood area for about a decade now. And I've been around the block and I know about a thing or two. So today we're gonna cover housing prices for Killeen, Temple, Copperas Cove, Belton, Nolanville, and Salado. And I also want to tell you the thing that I want you to look out for. And this is for home sellers and home buyers all the same. Now, one of the big things that we've been seeing, like home prices are just dropping all over the place. Now, for me, my sellers have not had to drop their price. At least most of my sellers have not had to drop their price over these past few months because we put a system in place to make sure that we get those homes sold for the best price possible in the fastest amount of time possible without my home seller losing money. And if you want to learn a little bit more about how we do that, more than happy to share that. All the contact info is below. But what I'm seeing right now in the housing market that it's throwing me, and I don't want you to get caught up in this, is it's kind of scammy. I'm seeing homes hit the market that are priced way below market value, like way ridiculously below market value. And then this agent,
put his name on it,
or whoever is telling the home seller to do this, is telling them that, okay, if we price it here, we will get multiple offers and people will drive the price up. While I do agree it is smarter to price lower and get your price driven up than to price high and try and get your price driven down, I don't agree with pricing it super low as to trick people into putting in offers on your house. The reason I say that they are tricking people is because I've had more than one person tell me they see this house, price is super low, they put in an offer for that price, and the seller doesn't accept it because the seller has no intention on accepting an offer for that price. So don't get fooled looking at these homes that hit the market and it is too good to be true. It probably is too good to be true, and they're just trying to run the price up on you. So be extra careful there. Sellers, don't let this agent come in and tell you that, hey, if we price it 10% below market value, then we'll start a bidding war and we will run the price back up to market value. You might as well price at market value and do the things that you need to do in order to get the home sold for the best price, and not just worry about your price, but worry about paying closing costs and holding cost. All right, I'm off my soapbox. Let's hop in and look at the numbers for the Killeen, Fort Hood area. Median list price in Killeen right now, $252. Median days on market is 220. Average days, I'm gonna do median days. Median days on market is 70 days. This includes new construction, which is why I think this number is so high. If you do the right things to your house, you will not sit on the market for 70 days, guarantee it. All right, price decreases 46%. Those prices are steady going down. Median rent, $15.96, and I think we're gonna see the median rent go up over time as less people buy, more people rent. That's gonna start to drive rent prices up. But as for right now, rental prices are actually lower than they've been in a good while. All right, now one thing I wanna do that I haven't done in a while is I wanna go to Zillow and give you the price forecast. So Zillow's price forecast for the Killeen Metro over the next 12 months is negative 1.6%. So they expect us to lose a little bit of value over the next year. So keep that in mind. Let's pop on over here to Harker Heights. So 320 is the median list price. Median price new listings, 291. Median days on market, 70. So right in step with the Killeen area. Price decreases, so 41, and it looks like it's kind of gone up and down over the course of the year, but 41%, so a little bit better than what we've been seeing in Killeen. Median rent, $1,800. Inventory, 135, and that market action actually leans a little bit more towards the seller's side. So what's that say to me? You're a little less likely to get as many incentives to buy the home if it's in Harker Heights than if it's in Killeen. Let's bump over to Copperas Cove. Copperas Cove's kind of in the same place. It's got this 35 market action index, slight seller's advantage, and that's because there's not a lot of homes. 223 homes is just not a lot, right? Median list price, $260. Median price on new listings, $239. Median days on market, 70, so it's right in step with the rest of the region. Price decreases, 46%, same as the rest of the region. Median rent, $15.25, so a little bit cheaper to rent out there in Copperas Cove. Temple, right? They've been seeing prices go down, down, down. Right now, median list price is at $300K. Median price on new listings is about $304. It's because we're seeing a whole lot of new construction come out of there. Median days on market, 84. So it's a slower market than Killeen or Harker Heights, which means might be a better opportunity to get a really good deal shopping out in Temple. 44% price decrease out there, 743 homes active, and the market rent out there is $1,800. So I think in Temple, it might actually be similar for you to get a new construction with a good interest rate, and you will probably have the same or similar mortgage than if you were to just rent one of the places out there. Temple's an interesting market to watch. Definitely keep your eye on it. I think this is probably where you would be able to go in and get the best bargain just based on these numbers that I'm seeing. Belton, oh, Belton's coming up, man. Belton is one of those places. I'm seeing a lot of people tell me they like Belton. They want to move to Three Creeks. Three Creeks, big, huge community out there. I've actually had more than one inquiry on Three Creeks specifically as of late. So median list price out there, $369. Median price on new listings, $469. So still there, lots of new construction happening out there. All right, median days on market, 77, so it's a slow market. Now, we just listed a home in Belton, and we were able to get it sold in about 2.5 weeks. So it still did pretty good, slower than some of my other homes, but we were in that Three Creeks area. There's a lot of activity, a lot of competition. Luckily, the sellers did all the right things to get the home sold, okay? 339 homes on the market, price decreases 50%, and we were one of those. We were one of those that had to decrease. You know, we had to look at the amount of traffic that we were getting, we look at the feedback people were saying, and we had to take our price down. So it definitely happens to me as well. All right, $1,895 is the median rent out there, so it's kind of expensive. Market action at a 29, so this is kind of the slowest market action we've seen as of yet. Total buyer's market over there. Buyers are in firm control when it comes to Belton. Really nice place, and I would say this is probably one of the best places in this Fort Hood area to invest for future growth. Nolanville, tiny town, just 64 homes on the market. Median list price out there is $374.5. Median price on new listings, $319. Average days, 84. 38% price decreases. All right, and the median rent there, $19.25. Nolanville is a tiny town, and it's really, I would say, the best part about Nolanville is the luxury community out there. Salado, median price $585, median price on new listings $483. Salado is a really cool little community that they're building there. They have a brand new high school going up, golf cart community, and lots of new construction, and they got some beautiful semi-custom builds out there. Really liking it out there. We just put a family into one of the neighborhoods out there in Salado, and I must say that was my favorite house that I've sold all year. It was so good. All right, median days, 70 days on market, 42% for the price decreases, and median rent out there, $3,000. So you could probably get you a house for a similar amount. And I'll say this, some of the builders out there are not offering any incentives on their homes because they haven't had to. The more luxury price points end up offering less incentives, and the more unique the build that you're gonna get, less incentives. So when you start to shop in that luxury zone, then they're not really as price sensitive, and they're not gonna give you as much to buy the house. All right, and I'm gonna zoom out to Bell County as a whole. Median list price, $302. Median price on new listings, $316. Median days on market, 77. median rent 16, and there's 2,100 homes in the Bell County, but 46% are seeing price drops. Here's what I'll tell anybody who is shopping in this area right now. Right now is a great time, I think, to get new construction and to get a really solid deal on a resale home. But it is not the time where you're gonna go in, offer them $20,000 below the asking price, and they're just gonna take it. If you want that strategy, then you have to look at the homes that have been sitting for longest. And we're going now into this kind of fall, winter months. As we get there, you'll see prices kind of go down, and it'll be a lot slower market, and it'll be a good chance for you to come in and get something at a good price. But if you want $10,000 in closing costs paid on your behalf, don't offer $20,000 below the asking price. It's just not gonna happen. Sellers wanna sell their home, and they want to give a good deal to whoever is coming in, but they don't wanna give it away. That's one of the most important things. They don't want to give their homes away. So you're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get in a lot of instances. And for my home sellers, you don't have to sit on the market for 77 days. All right. Now, is your house worth the $550,000 that Zillow says? Probably not, but it may be near that. And what you need is somebody like myself or the people on my team to run a real price analysis on your house and not just look at the homes that have sold, but we're gonna price it based on what is selling, okay? That's kind of my secret sauce there. I'm gonna look at the competition because we are in a competitive market, and I'm gonna look at all the houses that a potential home buyer might be looking at while they're looking at ours, and make sure that we have more value per square foot. Doesn't mean our price is just gonna be lower, right? That's not what that is. We're gonna have more value per square foot. They're gonna look at our house and look at the other house, and they're gonna say, it is a clear winner that I wanna go with this house. That's been our strategy. It's been working really, really well. We've managed to get multiple offers from multiple sellers in this past few months, and we have a system. It works. So if you're looking to buy or sell in the Fort Hood area, all the info is below. Also, if you want to get a market update for your particular zip code or area, a link for that is below as well. If you want to do a one-on-one consult, I am typically the one that answers the phone. So give me a call. Let's talk through your situation. Let's see how we can best help. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me here today. There's some more cool videos over there that you can watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.